We are back with your chance to ask Attorney Stewart Vance your legal questions right here live on the air. Again, that number to call, 420-9732. That's 420-9732. Stewart, we want to go straight to the phone lines. We have Robert on the line. Robert, what's your question?
Good afternoon, Mr. Vance.
Good to see you.
I have two quick questions. My father-in-law was admitted to the hospital last September. He was in there for abnormal blood work, and he was a long-time cardiac patient on a heart medicine to keep his blood pressure and his heart rate low. The hospitalist took him off of that medicine, refused to put him back on it, and wouldn't consult with his cardiologist. My first question is, do we have a case for wrongful death, and then what is the statute of limitations for that?
Great questions. First of all, sorry that happened and your family's going through that. Those are all good questions. The statute is just like the personal injury one. It's 2 years from the date of, not necessarily the death is when it starts, but it could be from when you knew or should have known when you're talking about a medical malpractice case. Going back, it's going to depend on a lot of things, and I give that advice often. It depends on what's in the records, what you can prove and what you can't prove. I look at a lot of those type cases, and it really comes down to what's in the records and what another physician would say, because a big hurdle you have with a medical malpractice case is that the law requires a physician of a similar situation. It has, if it's a specialist, you mentioned cardiologist, if it were a hospitalist or a cardiologist, it has to be another equally situated physician has to come into court and testify that the one that caused it, or that we would be alleging caused the death, did something wrong. It can't just be that the lawyers are saying, hey, based on this isn't what should have happened. It takes something another step beyond that. So medical malpractice claims are very tough in the state of Alabama. Our laws are written, in my opinion, they are a little extra tough for a family that's been suffered a loss like you have, but it all comes down to what we can find in the records, what can be proven in the records, and what a physician, an expert physician could or is willing to say. It comes down to them. So it's usually not me, it's what the experts can say, and we'd be happy to talk to you and look into it. We can get back with you off the air, but I hope that gave you some direction.
Robert, thank you for calling, and we're sorry for your loss. Let's go to Andy now in Prattville. Andy, go ahead with your question.
I'm a Disney shareholder. And as you may know, that Disney has decided to get away from their traditional entertainment and go into a political agenda. And as a result, shareholders...
Andy, we lost you. Are you still there? I think we lost Andy. He was asking a question. Go ahead, Andy. Pick back up. We lost you about being a shareholder.
Oh, okay. I'm a Disney shareholder, and as you may know, Disney has gotten away from the traditional family entertainment and decided to go to a political agenda. And as a result, shareholders have lost billions of dollars. And I was wondering if I may have a case.
I think he's saying maybe perhaps a stop has dropped for Disney and he's lost a lot of money.
The answer is you absolutely could have a claim. I don't know. That's not an area that I practice in. I would think someone in the financial type damages would be someone you need to speak with. In Alabama, it would be, I would say, recommend calling the state bar and ask for a law firm that handles financial type claims, stock type claims. That probably sounds like a national class action where someone would represent the entire whole of stockholders for Disney that have suffered injuries. That's not a type of legal practice we handle at our office, but the state bar would be a great place to start. That number here is 269-1515 is the Alabama State Bar. You can ask for their lawyer referral service, and I hope that gives you at least some direction.
Thanks for calling, Andy. Best of luck to you. And Stewart, for folks who did not get a chance to call today but may want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Yeah, we make it as easy as dialing 3 for me, 333-3333, or go to thevancelawfirm.com, or you can go to WSFA.com and go to the link for Ask the Attorney. You can send your questions in and we'll answer it for you live on the air.
Stewart, thank you so much for joining us and have a happy Easter
Yeah,
weekend.
Sandy, happy Easter. Great seeing you.